A lengthy history of creating high-quality cameras and lenses under the Leica name has seen many well-known photographers employ them throughout the years. This legacy helped this prestigious manufacturer to create a mystique around its brand that is difficult to replicate. In 2022, when every brand focused more on videography and hybrid camera, Leica came up with a rangefinder, which is a pretty bold move. Is the Leica M11 now the best rangefinder camera available? Let's research this. Let's attempt to comprehend what rangefinder refers to. Basically, a rangefinder camera is a camera with a rangefinder built in. Most of the time, it'll be a split image rangefinder. It has a mechanism for measuring the distance of the subject, called range-finding focusing, which helps the photographer take clear and focused photos. To clarify, all cameras that use range-finding focusing are mirrorless, but not all mirrorless cameras use this mechanism and are rangefinders. Now coming back to the Leica M11, it features a 60-megapixel, 35mm full-frame sensor. It's the newest addition to Leica's line of rangefinder cameras, called the M series, which has been around since 1954, when the M3 was introduced. Due to the prosperous history of this series, it's not surprising that the M11 has a notable resemblance to its previous models. Speaking of the look, the physical design is brilliantly minimal. On the top, there's just a shutter speed dial, in this pull-up ISO dial. The interface design is simple, borrowed from the Leica SL2 and Q2. The new base plate design is a realistic move by Leica. It allows a larger battery and easier card access. Having the USB port on the base is a little annoying, as you have to lie the camera on its back to use it. And there's no grip on the front of the M11. Consequently, you should use a strap with this camera. It isn't very convenient in terms of design, is it? Looking at the Leica M11, we can see that its 60-megapixel, full-frame, backside illuminated CMOS sensor was created specifically for this camera. A 50% increase on the resolution offered by its predecessor, the 40-megapixel M10R model, in conjunction with the newest Maestro 3 image processor. This allows the M11 to output 14-bit RAW files, with a claimed dynamic range of up to 15 stops, provide an extensive ISO range of 64 to 50,000, and shoot 60 megapixel images at 4.5 fps, while 60 megapixels will undoubtedly be a big draw for potential owners of this camera. Leica has also provided two smaller 36 and 18 megapixel modes, which help avoid some of the processing and storage challenges of the 16 megapixel mode, while also boosting the first shooting buffer times. This is actually an easier way to solve this type of issue. So, Leica gets a plus point here. The M11 offers 3 options for DNG RAW image recording: 60, 36, or 18 megapixel. Users can choose to capture images using the entire sensor area, or opt for a digital zoom of up to 1.8x. In the latter two modes, something that Leica is calling triple resolution technology. Being a very traditional camera that doesn't provide any form of image stabilization, either in the camera body or in the M series lenses, Leica has added a significant improvement to the M11, which enhances the live view mode's focusing ability. They've included electronic stabilization to the magnified view, which is accessible through the 3-inch LCD screen at the back, or from the optional VisoFlex 2 EVF. However, if you're into videography, the M11 is not the right choice, since it's solely designed for still photography. Lacking any video recording capabilities, some users have compared it to a camera from the 1950s, but this might be the intended aesthetic, focusing on the traditional design, while still taking advantage of digital innovation. When the camera is set to the 60-megapixel large option, it produces JPEG images that are about 20 megabytes in size, and RAW files that are about 85 megabytes in size on average. The Leica M11 takes still photos of high quality, with the RAW files having less obvious color issues than the JPEG files, but not as sharp. The camera performs well in low light conditions, with a maximum shutter speed of 60 minutes. And the film styles feature allows for quick adjustments to the appearance of JPEG files, even though there are limited options available. All things considered, you won't be let down in any manner. The Leica M11 is the greatest rangefinder that will be available in 2023, in our opinion. In the end, the Leica M11 is a superbly honed, scaled-down camera designed only for still photographers who prefer a somewhat more deliberate approach to their art. We can't really see it expanding the M series user base, despite being the best ever Leica M digital camera. But for die-hard fans, it's well worth upgrading from any of the different series. With the retail price of $8,995, it's not like your average day camera. You'll need to handle it gently and savor it, while capturing your moments like a glass of fine wine. Photography is an art form rather than simply as a tool for capturing images, has helped create a loyal fan base among professional and amateur photographers alike. This focus on this artistic aspect of photography sets Leica apart from other camera brands, and adds to its appeal as an exclusive and prestigious brand. And M11 is as pristine as it can be. So are you excited about the Leica M11? Share your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you like our video, hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more informative video like this on your feed.